Hi. I want to introduce myself. My name is Kim, also known as Terminator Barbie. Um, that's a whole other video how I got that name. But anyway, I'm making this video because I've been inspired and encouraged and requested to make a video explaining what it means to make a piece of jewelry with intention. And so I'm going to do that in a minute, but I'm going to give you a little bit of history about myself first. I'm Cherokee, which is also known as Cherokee, and my ancestors come from the Cherokee Nation of Oklahoma, Tahlequah. My great-grandmother was born there, and her name was Lily Fish, and I'm the first generation of Native American in my family to to walk a path, to walk that path, and to seek what it means to be Native American and the history of and the culture and understanding Native American ways. And that wasn't always easy, and it required a lot of observation. And I'm very fortunate that I live in Northern California, and I've been well received by a lot of the tribes in my area, and I've had the opportunity to work with and observe and learn from the various people and crafters, people of these tribes. And one of the beads that I'm going to work with today and show you as an example is the Hishi bead. And I was taught this craft, or working with this bead, by a lady on the Hupa Indian Reservation. Her name is Pauline, and she often set up in cells in front of Ray's the food place and the Lucky Bear Casino. Some of you know her, and shout out to Pauline. So, I had seen this work done before, and I always admired it. Hishi bead is a machine-cut shell, and Native Americans did this naturally by hand, and one of the original products that Hishi beads were made out of was actually turtle shell. And I think that part of the idea or the design for the Hishi bead might have originated with the puka shell, the top of the puka shell. I'm not sure about that, but I'm willing to do a little bit more research on it. But anyway, the reason why I like using this Hishi bead so much when I'm making a necklace of intention is because the Hishi bead is one that you can flip on its side. Sometimes artists or craftspeople, Native Americans, will stack them and thread them all together in a stack. But oftentimes you'll see the bead spun on its side, and I was really fascinated about how they got that string to go around the bead, and it was only one string, and it looked so perfect and beautiful. And so one day I was admiring somebody else's work, Pauline's work, and I explained that I really had a hard time figuring this out. And Pauline took the time to explain to me that this step is done with two separate strings and two separate beading needles, and that the strings are woven through the Hishi bead. And as they're woven through, before and after the bead is set, there's a tie put in. There's a bead that covers that tie, and then the Hishi's set, and then the strings go through and come back out the top, and then they're tied again. And then when those strings are tied again, another bead is placed on top of there. And so most oftentimes what I find myself doing is each time I place a Hishi bead, I'm placing a thread. And the seed bead on each side of the Hishi bead, the first one before it is the end of one prayer and the beginning of a new prayer, and that just happens repeatedly, and so that they're all tied together. And sometimes prayers or intention, thinking about a situation, can take longer than just one bead. One bead might represent one element of the situation or one element of the thought, and then all of it together, and all that strength. So I'm going to go ahead and the time on the video is going to run out in a second. And so when it does, I'm going to pan down on my work area, and I'm going to go ahead and start the process of setting the beads, and I'm going to explain those steps as I walk through in part 2 of what it means to place intention into a piece of jewelry.